Hey guys, what's going on? It's Waldo Taylor here for episode number 4 of our Seattle Mariners Fantasy Draft franchise series here on MLB 15, the show. You're gonna notice that there's a game missing in this. I lost the footage. I don't really know where it went. You're gonna see it here on the calendar pretty soon. Come on, Waldo. There we go. So we were supposed to see the game where we played the Dodgers next. That should have been episode 4. I don't know what happened to the footage. So you won't see that, but you see we lost. We ended up taking the next two from the Dodgers. And then we took the first game against the Texas Rangers. We lost the second game, and we ended up winning the rubber match 6-4. And now we are here going up against the Houston Astros. We are 6-6. Houston is coming into this game at 4-8. So we got a 3-game series against them on tap. And you see here, we are here at Safeco Field. It's actually a pretty cold night. I know it's the kind of the mid to late April, but it's actually 44 degrees here in Seattle. You see, there's not a lot of fans up there in the upper levels. They are cramming in the lower levels, though. But regardless, let's take a look at this Houston Astros lineup. So we have Eduardo Nunez, Justin Turner, Mike Trout, Jose Bautista, Victor Martinez, David Peralta, Yasmani Grandal, Ian Kinsler, and Carlos Corporan rounding out the order. They're going to be going up against a two-time NL Cy Young Award winner, the man known as the Freak, right-hander Tim Lincecum, who won the season 1-0 with a 3.21 ERA, 14 innings pitched, he's allowed 12 hits, 9 walks, and 11 Ks. We're going to pick this one up here in the bottom of the first, or the top of the first inning, I should say, 2-2 count to Mike Trout. He's going to get caught looking at a slider, so there's Lincecum's first strikeout of the game. So he actually went 1-2-3 there in the bottom of the first. So now we're going to take a look at this Mariners lineup. They couldn't get anything going in the bottom of the first, but regardless, Mookie Betts, Matt Carpenter, Yasiel Puig, Anthony Rizzo, Chris Bryant, Christian Yelich, Wilson Ramos, DJ LeMahieu, and Xander Bogaerts. They're going to be going up against a prized prospect back in the day, former member of the Cardinals organization, right-hander Shelby Miller, who on the season 1-1 with a 2.40 ERA, 15 innings pitched, 11 hits, 4 walks, and 13 Ks. As I mentioned, we couldn't get anything going in the bottom of the first. We were set down at 1-2-3. So we'll jump to the top of the second, 2-2 count here. Here's the pitch from Lincecum, and he gets Bautista swinging. So that's the second strikeout. We're going to have to go throw over to first, but there is Lincecum's second strikeout of the game. Now here we go. Still top of the second, 1 out, 1-1 pitch to Victor Martinez, and that will be the first hit for either team here in the contest. Nice simple hit out to left field. Man, on first now, 2-2 count. Here is Peralta, and he strikes out on that 12-6 curve. So there was the third strikeout of the game for Lincecum, and now 1-1 count here. Here is the pitch, and this is going to be lined into left field. So there's another single. So now there's men on first and second here in the top of the second with 2 away. There's your 0-1 count here to Ian Kinsler. He's just going to ground it weakly to Rizzo over at first base, and Rizzo will take it to the bag himself, so no damage would be done. Bottom of the second here, 0-1 count to Christian Yelich, 2 outs already in the inning, but he's going to ground this one up the middle for a base hit, just out of the reach of Kinsler over there at second. So there is the Mariners' first base runner of the game. Cannot get anything going with that, however. So top of the third here, 0-2 count to Carlos Corporan. He's going to line this into center field right in front of Mookie Betts, so he will get on base here in the top of the third inning. And now here is Eduardo Nunez, and the footage actually cut out because I was recording too long. It actually reached the 15-minute maximum, but Eduardo Nunez actually hit a 2-run home run. So already the Mariners are down 2-0 here in the game, courtesy of that home run by Eduardo Nunez, and the Houston Astros manager very happy about that. So now here is the very next batter, 0-2 count, and it's going to be swinging a miss, struck him out. Another strikeout already from Lincecum, so at least he's got the strikeout pitch working. Now here's Mike Trout once again. He's going to get struck out once again, this time on the changeup, and now still in the top of the third, 1-1 count. And this is going to be roped out to center field. A pretty easy play for Mookie Betts, but he drops it. It hit his glove, and he dropped it. He couldn't hold on to it. And Bautista is going to end up being safe at second, so that's going to be an E8 in the scorebook. Can't have that happening. We're going to get a replay right now. And you're going to see this should have been an easy play for Betts. He did not have that far to go, but you see here it just dropped out of his glove somehow. But now, Gross man on second, 2-1 count to Victor Martinez, and he's going to lift this out to right field. It has a chance, but it's going to hit just off the top of the wall. So Bautista will score from second. Martinez will hold it first. Now this is a 3-0 game. And a first 0-1 count to Peralta, and he's going to line this out to left field. But Christian Yelich can't come up with it. He overran it. It went over his head. And so now that Victor Martinez, he's going to get from first to home on that E7, so the second error of the inning kind of screws the Mariners. Now they are down 4-0. You're going to see another replay of this. Just a bad play. Yelich should have had this one, just like Bet should have had that one at center. He just overran it, couldn't come up with it. Man on third now, but finally we're going to get out of this inning. Yelich will camp under this, out in left field, make the grab, and the inning mercifully is over. Mariners down 4-0. Bottom of the third, 1-2 count to DJ LeMahieu, and he will strike out. Could not hold himself from swinging at that bad pitch down in the zone. So there is Shelby Miller's first strikeout of the game. He'd only have 2 in this contest. Now, top of the fourth, 2-2 count to Carlos Corcoran, and he's going to lift this out to left field. It has a chance, and this one will hit off the top of the wall. Yelich's diving attempt is for naught, so Corcoran will pull into second with a double. So on the top of the fourth, 0-2 count to, I forget who that is. That's pretty bad. Oh, that's actually Justin Turner, so he went down swinging. And that would be that. Now, top of the fifth, we're going to get Bautista swinging once again. So Lincecum, he's allowed 2 earned runs, 4 total. But, you know, as I mentioned earlier, he's got the strikeout pitch working. Now, top of the sixth, another strikeout. This one on Yasmani Grandal. And now we're here in the bottom of the sixth. Miller only at 44 pitches, but LeMahieu will line this into the right center field gap. And this is going to roll all the way to the wall. The center field is going to get there, and LeMahieu will pull into second with a lead-off double. That's only the Mariners' second hit of the night. So now LeMahieu's over at third after a sacrifice fly by Bogaerts, but Mookie Betts would strike out. There is Miller's second strikeout of the game. And Matt Carpenter here with the chance to put the Mariners on the board, but he's just going to induce a weak pop-up over to the third base side. Turner comes up with it, and that will be that. Here is the game summary. You see, the third inning really the only blip on the radar for either team to this point. You know, those 2 errors, they really it really cost the Astros. It should only be 2-0, but instead it is 4-0. See Nunez with that 2-run home run, which also occurred in that inning. Top of the seventh, 0-1 count to Turner. He's going to line this down the right field line for a single. So early trouble here for Lincecum in the 7th inning, but nothing would be made of that. Now bottom of the 7th, 1-2 count to Yasiel Puig. And this would actually happen a lot in this game. I didn't show it all, but I figured I'd show it in this inning because it happened twice. He got a lot of it, but it would be right against the wall. On a summer day, you'd know that would be out of here. But here we go now. Bottom of the 7th, the very next batter, Anthony Rizzo. He gets a lot of this one. This is towards left field. This one has a chance, but this one is caught at the wall as well. You're going to see this this replay here. Oh, I was so upset because I really thought this one was out. You're going to see this here. This is the same exact thing happening with Puig right on the yellow line. But regardless, we'll head to the top of the 8th, 1-2 count here on Peralta, and he strikes out. Now we'll head to the 9th inning, or actually the bottom of the 8th, I should say. Here is Christian Yelich, and he gets a load of this one. It's out to right field. Is it going to stay fair? It is. Home run, Christian Yelich. But wait a minute. You know, we're gonna have a conference here with all of the umpires. They want to make sure this was fair. I thought it was fair, but they just want to be sure here, make sure it's not foul. So hopefully it's fair. That way we put our first run up on the board. You see, they're pointing there, and they're actually gonna have to review this one pretty soon. You see that guy? He knows what he's talking about. Hopefully. But yeah, they're actually going to end up reviewing this one here, and yep, they're going to review this, call for time. And here is the replay shot, and you're going to be able to clearly see this one is fair. You know, not by much, but this one is fair. Just squeaked past the squeaked inside the foul pole. So the score is now 4-1, still in favor of the Astros, but at least the Mariners will not get shut out. And you're going to see here the crew chief. He is going to roll that a home run, so it's now 4-1. And now we are going to stay in the bottom of the 8th now. 2 outs, 0-1 count to Xander Bogaerts, and he's going to line this out into right center field. This one's going to, it's going to actually be a ground rule double. You don't see that too often, but now, regardless, now man on second. Mookie Betts is going to ground this up the middle for a base hit. We're going to hold Bogaerts at third because you do not want the last out of the inning to be at home. In hindsight, maybe I should have gone for that because the throw was not very good. But regardless, we have first and third with 2 away. Here's Matt Carpenter, and the rally killer strikes once again. He's just going to ground this towards the shortstop, and Betts is out at second. second, so nothing related to that. Lincecum here, 1 out in the top of the 9th inning. He strikes out Ian Kinsler. That would be his 10th strikeout of the game. And this would actually be Lincecum's last batter he would face, because he's just going to ground this towards the left side. Lincecum would get it and get Corcoran out at first. So Lincecum went 9 innings. I can't really ask much more of him. He only allowed 2 runs, 10 Ks, no walks. So nice outing for him. Bottom of the 9th, Yasiel Puig flew out to start it, but Rizzo, sharp hit towards into right field, I should say. So at least the Mariners are still fighting. Now they have a man on first with 1 away. And that would actually be all for Shelby Miller. As you see, the manager comes out, and we're actually going to see Santiago Casilla, the Astros closer, come in for Shelby Miller. So Miller had a very good performance. We'll see if Casilla can hold it. You see, in 4 games this year, he has 3 saves, a 2.45 ERA, and 3 2/3 innings pitched. He's walked 1 and struck out 1. So see if he can hold this lead, this 4-1 lead. There's a nice 3-run cushion here. 0-1 count to Chris Bryan. He's going to ground this up the middle for a base hit. So now, still with 1 out, the Mariners have men at first and second. So they're putting a bit of a rally together, which is good to see. Here is Christian Yelich. Hit that home run early. He's got lined this out to center field. Is it going to fall down? No, it's right to the center fielder. Now there's 2 away here in the bottom of the 9th. Here is the Mariners' last chance. Wilson Ramos, 1-2 count. Ramos still looking for his first home run of the year. It would be great if he could get one now. And he got a lot of this one. This is hit out to left field. But the left field will camp under it, and the game is over. The Mariners will lose this game to the Houston Astros by a final score of 4-1. Shelby Miller pumped up. He had a very good night. You're going to see why in a second. You're going to see his final line. And so the Astros, I believe, improved to 5-8, while the Mariners fall to 6-7. There is the final line score. 3rd inning was a killer for the Astros. It would have been a lot easier in the bottom of the 9th if it was say 2-1, but instead it was 4-1. You know, just too late. The offense got going too late. If it was that way towards the early part of the game, we might have had a different result. But regardless, we're going to see what the player of the game was. And who else but Shelby Miller? 8 1/3 innings pitched, 6 hits, 1 run, 1 earned, no walks, only the 2 Ks. But he didn't really need to strike out a lot of people today. You know, he just kept the ball in the yard, and that's all you can really ask. So nice performance by Shelby Miller. He's actually, if you watch my Phillies franchise, he's actually performing a lot better in this franchise than he is in that Phillies franchise. But regardless, the Mariners really could not solve him until very late in the game. And as I said earlier, at that point it was too little too late. Almost no use. And you see there once again his final stat line. He did allow that home run to Christian Yelich, but that was the only blip on the radar for Shelby Miller. So you're going to see the box score here, and I'm actually going to do what I did with my Philadelphia Phillies franchise, and that is that I will simulate the 5 games that you guys do not see. That way, it's, I don't really know, I just think it's a cool idea. Well, that makes it sound, that doesn't really explain it very well, but, I don't know, I think it's just a nice way to include something else in the video other than just the game. And in case injuries happen during those 5 games, you can see them in real time. In case a trade happens, you can see it in real time, and I don't have to, recap it in the next video. But as you see, the Astros are interested in offering us a trade, and they want Wade Davis, and in return, we would get one of the best prospects in baseball, J.P. Crawford. You already know I'm going to accept this. My bias as a Phillies fan may have kicked in here, but J.P. Crawford, he's not. He only has beat potential in this, which I don't really understand, because he's one of the best prospects in baseball. I believe he's actually 4th right now on the prospect list. I don't know. I know he's in the top 10 somewhere. But we're going to accept that trade. So now we have, even though we have Xander Bogaerts as our starter right now, and obviously he's really young, we do get one of the best prospects in baseball in J.P. Crawford. And, relief pitchers, they're a dime a dozen. You can, Wade Davis, obviously, he's one of the better ones in the league, but we're actually going to called Chris Rierick. And as I was mentioning, relief pitchers, you can always find them. I can always sign one in free agency. I can always sign one in the off season. I can always trade for one if I really want to. I can always draft one. You can always find relief pitchers. It's really not that difficult. But regardless here, we are going to simulate through this game, and you're going to see Wilson Ramos suffers a broken finger. He's going to be out for 2 to 3 months. So tough break. We're going to have to put him on a 60-day DL. We're actually going to have to fix our lineups here. So we're going to have to call up another catcher because Will Nieves is the only catcher we have on the roster currently. And I was considering Austin Hedges, but he's only 22. I want him to develop a little bit more. And so I decided to call up Austin Romian. You see, he's 26 years old. He's already in AAA. He's had some MLB experience already. So I decided to move him to the big leagues. And we're gonna actually just slot him into where Ramos was batting in the order, which was 7th, and I think that's a good spot for him. But guys, that'll do it for this episode. Be sure to leave a like if you did enjoy, and I will see you perhaps this weekend with some OOTP, but if not this weekend, then definitely on Monday with some Philadelphia transfers. So once again, thank you for watching, guys. Be sure to subscribe if you're new here, and as I mentioned before, be sure to leave a like if you did enjoy. Thanks for watching once again, and I hope you have a wonderful day.